We just completed a whip meeting, and as you have noticed, we were graced today with the presence of the President of the United States. We had a very uplifting meeting. We had a meeting that allowed all of us to focus on exactly why we're here. We feel that we are about to do today something that has been attempted now for almost 100 years. For 61 years ago, President Truman introduced this concept to the Congress. And we have seen presidents time and time again reintroduce the concept, and we have not gotten it done. We believe that today, under the leadership of Nancy Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, John Larson, Javier Becerra, and Chris Van Hollen, we are on the cusp of making an historical decision on behalf of the American people. None of this would be possible without the tremendous and visionary leadership of the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and I'm pleased to present it to you at this time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Whip. Yes, it was a great occasion for us to receive the President of the United States on this day when we will be making history with our vote and making progress for the American people. It is also, as Chris Van Hollen reminds us, the third anniversary of Democrats winning the House and Senate for the American people, November 7th, 2006. So it is appropriate that the new direction that they promised, but that we promised them at the time and that we have worked on since then, will be manifested today in the passage of this important legislation. It's very humbling to stand here at a time when we can associate ourselves with the work of those who passed Social Security, those who passed Medicare, and now we will pass health care reform. It is also appropriate that as we were there with the President, that in the chair on the floor presiding over the debate was John Dingell, the person who gavelled down Medicare. So the continuity of this, the dedication over a long period of time, gives us strength and makes us humble. When the President was speaking, I couldn't help but think of Senator Kennedy. Senator Kennedy called passing health care the great unfinished business of our country. He also said it was about the character of our country that we do this. In the same letter that he said that to the President, as we listened to the inspirational remarks of the President, I was also reminded that in that same letter, Senator Kennedy said this. He said to Mr. President, when I first came into public life, we had a young president who inspired a generation and inspired the world. As I leave, Senator Kennedy said, I have hope because I know that we again have a young president who will inspire our country, a new generation, and on behalf of our country, inspire the world. Our president is indeed doing that. Without his leadership, we would not be in position to take the historic step we are doing. He has said to us, we will measure our success in the progress that is made by America's working families. Today, we will make not only history, but progress for America's working families. With that, I'm pleased to yield to our distinguished majority leader, without whose leadership we most certainly would not be in position to win today. His knowledge of these issues, his strategic thinking about how to get us from here to there, and his just persistence. And more important than all of that, the respect with which he is held in our caucus for his opinion has gotten us where we are today. Mr. Steny Hoyer, Democratic leader, majority leader of the Congress.
I want to thank my partner, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Nancy Pelosi and I have worked side by side for many years to further the Democratic agenda, to make America better, to make sure that working families have the opportunities and the security that they want and they need. I want to thank also Jim Clyburn. I've known Jim Clyburn for all of my adult life. We started out in the Young Democrats together almost a half a century ago, working on behalf of civil rights in this country, making sure that every American was treated on the basis of his being an American, not the color of his skin or her skin. Jim Clyburn and I are proud to stand with Nancy Pelosi, who, of course, is much, much younger than we are.